Welcome, dear viewers. As we embark on this journey together, we're set to explore the lives, the reigns, and the impacts of five incredible women who shattered stereotypes, defied conventions, and held the scepter of power in the Muslim world. Their narratives are brimming with resilience, courage, and grit, revealing the unique role of female leadership in these societies, which are often assumed to be the exclusive domain of men. First, let's go back to the 15th century and venture into the kingdom of Ayyubid Egypt. Here we find Shajar Aldur, a woman of Turkish origin who emerged from the shadows of obscurity to the throne of Egypt. Shajar Aldur's story begins as a slave, a reality which she defied to eventually become the queen of Egypt. Her husband, Sultan as-Salih Ayyub, had entrusted her with a significant amount of power during his reign. So, when he passed away, Shajar Aldur, with an iron will and a political acumen, chose to hide his death until the Crusaders were defeated in the Battle of Al-Mansura. After the victory, she revealed her husband's death and ruled Egypt initially through her son, and then as Sultana in her own right, marking a pivotal moment in Islamic history. Her reign, although brief, was a dynamic period of political intrigue and power struggle, with Shajar Aldur navigating the stormy waters of politics with the finesse of a skilled mariner. Her legacy, thus, serves as a testament to the potential of women to rule even in the face of adversity. After exploring the labyrinthine corridors of the past, let's move forward to the 19th century and sail to the shores of Indonesia. It is here, on the island of Java, we find the story of another remarkable queen, Queen Raiden Ayu Cartini. Born into an aristocratic Javanese family in 1879, Cartini was exposed to Western ideas and education at a young age. Yet, her adolescence was marked by the traditional practice of pingitan, or seclusion, where she was kept away from the public eye until her marriage. However, Cartini didn't let these walls confine her spirit. From her confined space, she wrote letters expressing her deep desire for the education and emancipation of Indonesian women. Sadly, her life was cut short at the age of 25, but her letters survived, later published as a book, Out of Dark Comes Light. Even though she never ruled as a monarch in a traditional sense, she holds a queenly place in the hearts of many Indonesians. April 21st is celebrated as Kartini Day in Indonesia, honoring her pioneering role in advocating for women's rights in the Muslim world. Leaving the tropical beaches of Indonesia, we now travel to the modern, bustling cityscape of Pakistan. Here, in the late 20th century, Benazir Bhutto was poised to shatter the glass ceiling in one of the largest Muslim nations. Bhutto's life was a whirlwind of highs and lows, culminating in her becoming the first female prime minister of Pakistan in 1988. Born into a politically prominent family, Bhutto's life was anything but ordinary. Her father, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, was Pakistan's first democratically elected prime minister, whose execution in 1979 propelled Benazir into the political arena. Her political journey was one of relentless struggle against military dictatorship and entrenched patriarchal norms. Despite facing prison, exile, and political persecution, Bhutto's resilience led her to the helm of the nation's affairs, not once, but twice. However, her political career was cut tragically short when she was assassinated in 2007. Today, her legacy, controversial as it may be, is undeniable as a woman who dared to lead in a male-dominated world. Next, we venture into the windswept deserts of the Middle East to the small yet significant country of Qatar. It's here that Sheikha Moza bint Nasser has been reshaping the landscape of education and social reform. Although technically not a reigning monarch, as the consort of Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the former emir of Qatar, her influence far surpasses that of a traditional queen consort. A visionary, a reformist, and a force to reckon with, Sheikha Moza has been the driving force behind Qatar's educational reforms and social development initiatives. Through the Qatar Foundation, which she co-founded, Sheikha Moza has championed the cause of education, science, and community development, not just in Qatar, but across the globe. Her work has not only had an impact on the physical landscape with the creation of Education City, but also on the intellectual and societal landscape of the country, moving it towards a knowledge-based economy and a more inclusive society. Finally, our journey brings us to the eastern shores of the Arabian Peninsula, to the Sultanate of Oman. Here we find the dynamic and forward thinking leadership of Saida Tania bint Shabib Al Said. The year 2023 marked a significant milestone in Oman's history as Saida Tania became the first female sultan in the Arab world. A member of the ruling family, Saida Tania's ascension to the throne was a testament to her lifelong dedication to public service and her vision for a progressive and inclusive Oman. As a sultan, she has focused on areas such as education, women's rights, and economic diversification. Her leadership signals a new era in Oman, and perhaps even the larger Arab world, further highlighting the capability and potential of women to rule. Each of these women, Shajar Aldur, Queen Kartini, Benazir Bhutto, Sheikha Moza bint Nasser, and Saida Tania bint Shabib Al Said, with their unique stories and divergent paths to power, have shaped the course of history and continue to inspire. They embody a world where women are not mere bystanders but active participants and leaders. Their legacies illuminate the dynamic role women have played and continue to play in the Muslim world, defying stereotypes and challenging norms. They remind us that leadership knows no gender and that women, too, can hold the scepter of power, guiding their nations toward progress, prosperity, and empowerment. It is these narratives that make the tapestry of our shared history richer and more nuanced, reminding us that the annals of the past, the narratives of the present, and the visions of the future are equally etched by both men and women. So, as we conclude this journey, let's carry with us the stories of these remarkable women, their challenges, triumphs, and enduring legacies. After all, history is not just the story of kings and warriors, but also of queens and trailblazers.